Everyday superpower. We talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. I got some vital information for you today, some important dating information. Whoa! Truth be told, it is very, very, very good dating information, very good attraction information, and hold on tight because I'm going to give you some game, and this won't just, like everything, won't just apply to relationships and getting your groove on. It will apply across the board to effective communication, getting your point across, making a ton of money, and doing what you need to do. So what we have here is an image of a younger Ed Sheeran. Right now, Ed Sheeran is just purely representing what I'm going to talk about. I'm not wanting to talk about Ed Sheeran, believe it or not. Let me just fly through the basics so you understand where I'm coming from. I've got a throat here, yeah? When I'm unconsciously or even consciously scared or threatened, my body will do its best to conceal my throat. Same with my chest. We'll cover up our chest. Same with my stomach. We'll cover up my stomach. Same with my genital area, my groin. We'll cover it up, right? Because in the face of a threat, the ape in my brain is going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. Our organs are out on show and we need to survive. There we go. That's where I need to start. So when we are threatened, whether that be in the face of a physical threat, so somebody walks a huge dog into the cafe where eating with Ed Sheeran, or whether Ed Sheeran raises an opinion that I don't agree with but feel I can't speak on because it's politically charged. So my brain reacts in the same way as it did when that dog came about, right? It's still a threat response, and I will manifest the body language accordingly, right? So we're talking about obstacles, we're talking about obstructions, and we're talking about blocking our way to getting what we want in speaking and communicating effectively, right? Let's say I'm a woman and I'm sitting at the table with Ed Sheeran. Now, this is where I'm going to start giving you important information, right? And I'm just going to tell you the point right now. But you need to hold on to the end of the video to fully understand this so I can give you all the different perspectives, right? But the long story short is, don't have any objects or materials blocking you and them. Don't. Whether you're stood up and speaking to them, whether you're sitting down at a table and speaking to them, if you want intimacy, you in a perfect world want to be engaged, fully frontal, right? No one else in the world joining in and trying to weave in. You and you, head to head, face to face, belly to belly, symbolically, genital area to genital area. Yes, we've not got far to go before the deed is done, right? The path of least resistance. We're only going to cause problems and create an unconscious discomfort and blockage if we create that within the material realm between us. So if I'm a woman and I'm sitting in front of Ed Sheeran here, yeah, I'm talking to him, blah, 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 but that mug right there, the cup on the desk, that's a problem. That's a problem that needs to be shifted to one side. And I'm saying you take control, you take advantage of this by showcasing your control and your dominance as a man, right? This is going to be in your benefit. So you're sitting across a table, having a first date, a second date, a third date. Hey, you could be married for years, and you're sitting across a table from this beautiful woman, yeah, who you love ever so much. You see that because she doesn't know no better, she's put wine glass in front of her. She's got the menu here in front of her, creating this physical barrier which actually influences our mind and how we perceive people and perceive the message we need to get across, right? So let me make myself a little bigger so I can speak to you better. So we as the man need to reach over to her side and just put the things to one side. And if she asks, oh, what did you do that for? I just want to see you better, babe. Simples. She won't put her stuff back in the middle, and the fact she won't put her stuff back in the middle means that she's taking your lead. You are a leader, a man, a dominant force, and it's an incredibly attractive thing on the lowest denominator, right? You're fine-tuning your communication to a point where everything works in your favor and she loves you for it. Yeah, because she thinks, oh, I've never known a guy with such attention to detail. Everyone's so general and just, sees things in general terms, and that's boring. That's boring, but you don't. You have a fine attention to detail. So I'm giving you game here. Now, we can take this to the furthest degree, furthest degree, furthest degree, furthest degree. Look at me, I'm wearing a tie, yeah? I'd be a better communicator to her, if not maybe to you, but don't you get me wrong, right? I'm trying to garner a couple of followers. I'm just wearing this because I know what public perception is. And a lot of people think, oh, if he wears a tie and a shirt, he must know what he's talking about, right? Of course I do. But with that being said, I'm doing this with purpose. If I wanted to get my point across to you in a more efficient way, if I wanted to go on a date with a woman and have her and me, interact more fluidly and more cohesively, I would take the tie off. I would undo a couple of buttons because it's serving as a defensive shield. It's serving as armor per se. And if she wants to see the real me, she should see the real me. One that isn't coated in stuff, you know? How effective do you think you would be going on a date and keeping your jacket on zipped up? How effective do you think you would be in comparison to the person who takes his jacket off? He looks more comfortable. He looks more calm. He looks less fearful of the environment he's in, and in being less fearful showcases an attractive side to his personality in relation to the woman, because she thinks to him, oh wow, the other man was so frightened, but this guy is letting his guard down straight away. He's not scared. Remove the obstacles, right? The table can't be removed straight away. You can't just sit there chair to chair without the table in the way. It serves purpose momentarily, purely as you don't want to, jump the gun and just start being touchy-feely straight away. But what will happen is you will engage, you'll remove the obstacles, you'll get to know each other, you'll feel good. Suddenly, after a couple of drinks, your feet might bump into each other once or twice, as that's a showcase of where she wants to be. She wants to get closer to you because her feet are so distant from her brain. Non-verbally, they are the most realistic and honest indicators of where she wants to be. So the moment you feel a foot tap or this and that, think, wait a minute, is my feet all the way over there, or are our feet meeting halfway? Boom. Then as time goes on, you get a little bit of Dutch courage, or at least I know I do, and we stop sitting opposite each other. I say, oh, come over here, come chat over, and there, she's beside me. We're physically touching at this point. There's not much further to go. We've removed the obstacle of the actual table. This is some good game. This is some good game. This is some good game. You go to a job interview, yeah? You wear your suit jacket. You got a suit on. I hope you're wearing a flipping suit, unless you're, doing paper deliveries or something. You go to your job interview. You got your suit jacket on, right? You can have your buttons done up. You're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Undo the buttons. Open up, right? The more you expose of yourself without sounding funny, the more people are going to like you, the more people are going to let you in, right? There's open body language and there's closed body language. When you're closed, people see you as but a fortress they can't penetrate and can't communicate with. Maybe not consciously. Well, consciously they'll think there's something about him I don't like, right? But non-consciously, they'll be very well aware of what it represents because they've seen it manifest through the people in their life 100 million times over, and they know what to associate with what body language and what behavior. So as you undo your buttons, you loosen up a little bit, you expose more of yourself, you put yourself out there in a way, albeit confident, somewhat submissive, because you're, revealing yourself to them, saying, I'm not threatened. Hey, you could say something to me, you could hurt me, physically harm me. I'm putting myself in harm's way to showcase that I want to have effective and efficient communication, and blah 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 blah. Goes on and on. Look for obstacles, physical obstacles, remove them, and when you remove them, it will stop the disruption of what you're trying to say. Look at this in the way. I'd be speaking better to you if I popped that to one side and had that outside of the way, because you can see me more clearly now. You can read me more clearly now, and it's more effective. So it's always a work in progress. Do you see that? I was letting myself down doing that, but that's some good game to show you what you should be considerate of. Don't have anything blocked away. It's going to be problematic, and don't be scared to move those things around, all right? Do not be scared to do that. It will showcase your best intention, and it's a good icebreaker. I'm signing out. Peace. Click like and subscribe. Check out the links down below.